Hello, this is Nefer Khepri, the Cozy Intuitive Creative. Welcome to an unboxing of the Soul's Journey Oracle by 𝗔𝗿𝗰𝗵𝗲𝗍. This is published by Blue Angel and it is distributed through US Games. It was published in 2024. This deck is new to me. And I purchased it a few weeks ago in my mega deck haul of 8 decks purchased simultaneously. Color thumbnails, subtitles, and what they call a mantra, which is basically an affirmation for each card. Meanings are basically a page long, full page of text, and at the end they cover a few of 𝗔𝗿𝗰𝗵𝗲𝗍's other deck creations and books. The cards are very thick cardstock. I was really impressed with that, with the quality. And I also love the colors of pretty much all of them. And for me to say that, that's really rare. Now, each card has the title of the image, along with a few words just to give you the gist of the meaning. See, there's the thick cardstock. And they just have little phrases under the titles. So, like, express your emotions, says, speak from your heart and be free. You know, so it gives you a clue as to what the meaning of the card is so that you don't have to immediately go looking in the guidebook. That's the thing I don't like about Oracle decks, is you have to be dependent upon the guidebook. You can't really learn all the meanings of every Oracle deck in your collection because they're all going to vary. There is no established protocol for Oracle decks. The number of cards are different, titles are totally different, meanings are arbitrary. So it's really difficult sometimes for me to connect with an Oracle deck. This one, I don't know, it's really nice. I like it in that I can lay out my reading, take a look at it, and I know the gist of what's going on with the reading, and I haven't even looked in the guidebook yet. And I have not even read the little subtitles that each card has underneath its title. So to me, that means that the artwork for this deck by 𝗔𝗿𝗰𝗵𝗲𝗍 is very expressive. He is an intuitive visionary artist. He talks a little bit about his creative process in the book. And to me, you know, when you're a visionary artist, you're drawing upon symbols of the universal, symbols that speak to everyone at the soul level, and they convey the same messages. So that is the reason I believe I resonate so well with this deck, and I also believe that many other people would resonate well with this deck as well. So I've used it several times now, and I have to say I've been really impressed with the readings it's been giving me. They're very accurate. They're very to the point. And the mantras, what they call mantras, they're really affirmations. I don't know why publishers and authors have gone to calling them mantras, but the affirmations are powerful. I've used them, and I've used a few of them to great effect in my life. So I would really recommend, if you do get this deck, work with the affirmations, okay? They can really help to solidify the meaning of the card for you, but also help to bring in more positive energies into your life. I mean, that's the purpose of affirmations. Affirmations, you know, they work along with manifestation, and affirmations are basically the backbone of a practice of manifestation. But I mean, the imagery is just something else. It's all so gorgeous. I really love every single image in this deck, and that's coming from me, that's really saying something. So now I'm going to give you an intuitive reading with the cards. And then after the intuitive reading for the collective, I will go in and read the meanings from the book, and we'll see how they mesh. All right, hopefully the long crew has moved down. They do several houses in our neighborhood, beginning with ours. Things have quieted down now, so I'm going to do the reading, see if I can get it in before they come back. All right, so I'm going to give the deck a good shuffle, and I will pull 3 cards for the collective on general guidance. We will look at the blessings coming in, the lesson, and guidance on how to master the lesson. Or it could be guidance on what we need to release. Now, I have worked with this deck a little bit. Personally, I really like it, but I do not know the cards. So, full disclosure, first I will give you an intuitive reading based upon my own psychic flashes as I look at the images of the cards, and then I will go through the book and give you the interpretation that is written by the artist in the book, along with the mantras or the affirmations. Let's see, here we go. For oracle cards, I will cut the deck randomly and pull the bottom card out for each card position of the spread. For tarot, I cut them in thirds and I draw the cards from the top of the deck. It's just a personal thing that I do. So here's card 1, card 2, card 3. And I tell you what, these cards really are super thick. It feels like you're dealing with more than one card, which is great. All right, and don't they look pretty all in a row like that? I think that just looks gorgeous. Here we go with card 1, the blessing. Express your emotions. Speak from your heart and be free. Interesting that we get a lot of blue in this card, and you know, blue is the color associated with emotions. In tarot, the suit of cups represents emotions, and the suit of cups represents the water element. So again, the blue color, images of water and the sea and aquatic life is very common in the cup suit in tarot decks. So here we get a woman in a gown, and her gown just happens to flow outward like water, as well as her hair. It's a very flowy card. Now in the background, these look like figures to me. And this looks like 2 figures bowing, and here's a figure all in white. Isn't that interesting? It's like, are people gathered around to worship a deity, perhaps? That's what that kind of looks like to me. And then down here, it looks like there's more people. Interesting. Express your emotions. So it's saying, you know, that's what it is. You need to express yourself. There's something that you're holding in right now. You need to let it out. Because if we don't, it's just going to sit in there and fester. All right? You need to let it out. Figure out a diplomatic way to let it out, especially if it involves hurt or angry feelings with another person. And also ask for divine guidance to help you to express your emotions in a more compassionate manner. We get the white light behind her that's coming down into her crown chakra, filling her with divine compassion, divine wisdom, and guidance so that she can have access to the right words. That's what I'm seeing in this card. Now we get the center card, which is the lesson. Reach the unreachable. Turn your idea into reality. This card is really cool. Every time I see it, to me, it makes me think of the Fool card in tarot, because you've got the individual here. He's got a walking stick. He clearly has a backpack on. He's a traveler. He's a wanderer. And he's wandering on this road. It doesn't seem to have anything along the road of interest. But then look at all this light here. And the way that 𝗔𝗍𝗰𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗍 depicts this card, it's like this is a portal. And then again, we clearly see individuals in the background. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8, one in profile. Really intriguing. It's like these are, our spirit guides, our angels. They're always trying to guide us toward the light. No matter how dark the road may get at times, they're always there watching over us, willing to guide us. The only catch in that is that we have to ask them. They are bound by universal law not to directly interfere. The only time an angel can interfere with your life is if you're in a very dangerous situation, your life is about to end, and they pull you out of that situation in some way, shape, or form because it's not your time to go. That's the only condition under which an angel can directly influence your life without you having to ask. Otherwise, you ask your angels. What I do every morning when I get up, I just say, Lord Jesus, thank you for assigning me the angels you've sent to me. And I ask that they be free to act in my life in any way that they see fit that is for my highest good and the highest good of all concerned. Amen. I say that every morning. And I end up with days full of really cool little synchronicities. And I know it's my angels because I've set them loose first thing in the morning to do whatever it is they want to do. So, I give them free rein. So this card, that's what it's saying. The lesson is, yes, we have dark times. And, the whole world just seems so freaking dark right now. I mean, not seems. It is. It is. Let's face it. It is. I mean, we live on a fallen planet, if you look at it from a somewhat religious perspective. And so there's a lot of darkness, and the darkness is just down here, you notice? It's not going to overcome the light. The light is always going to be brighter than the darkness, and this is a reminder. So the lesson is, yes, we are in dark times right now, but the light is within reach. The light is reachable. This traveler, all he's got to do is walk a little ways to get into the area of the road that is totally bathed in golden light. So let your angels loose. Let your spirit guides loose. Ask for their guidance every day. When you go to bed at night, ask for their protection at night when you're sleeping. And there you go. You're covered 24/7. Now, the third card is the advice or the guidance and how to deal with the lesson. And we get optimism. Choose trust over cynicism. Wow. Given what's going on in the world right now, literally, wow. This deck, I'm telling you, I typically do not resonate well with oracle decks. I get so much more from working with a tarot deck, but some oracle decks are just right on. And this is one of them. Every reading I've given myself with this deck, and I'm just like, whoa, that's so helpful, Just by looking at the title of the card and the phrase that comes with it. So helpful. Never mind the imagery. Here we have express your emotions, speak from your heart, and be free. Then we have reach the unreachable, turn your idea into reality. And then we have optimism, choose trust over cynicism. Again, and it's the same. Look at the imagery, how well the imagery of these two cards correspond. We've got the dark area in the lower part of the card. Then we've got the lighter midground. And then we've got that bright gold and white light up in the upper left. And here she is, rising above it all, her palms upward. Whenever you place your palms upward, I do this often when I'm sending healing to myself. I will place my palms on my thighs upward, because I'm usually doing this in a seated position. Although if I'm really sick, I'll be in bed, so I'll just lay my hands to either side of me with palms facing upward. When you do that, and you're focused on channeling energy, we have very powerful chakras in the palms of our hands. And those chakras are fully activated, especially if you've been attuned to Reiki, or if you've come to me for a per-Ankh initiation, or an attunement to the clear iridescent energy ray of Archangel Michael, which are two healing modalities I channel exclusively. It is extremely powerful to hold your palms facing upward. Those chakras just open up. I mean, I can feel them spinning in my palms right now, and I'm not even channeling Reiki or anything else. I'm just talking about it. And the divine energy just goes in there, and it goes up your arms and throughout your body. It really adds an amazing component to healing sessions. If you are any type of a healer, or even if you channel, do it palms upward. And I mean, it's like a whole other level of energy. And whoa, my hands are really hot now. Woo. I'm putting one on the back of my neck right now. I've been having really bad neck problems lately. I feel so good. The optimism, choose trust over cynicism. Again, don't let the darkness that surrounds and fills our world to consume us. We are all beings of light, every last one of us, because we're all little fragments of the divine. We all have that divine spark within us. So we all come from the light. We all come from the source, whether you call that source God or Isis or whatever, you know, Buddha, Muhammad. We all come from that holy place that all the great teachers have come from. And it's just saying, again, like I said a few minutes ago, rise above it. You have the ability. And also, anyone who's alive today, it's a major component of your soul's purpose to rise above it and to share and spread your own personal light. That's what I'm seeing in this card. So, I mean, wow. And once you do that, you start sharing more of your light and you rise above it. You don't let this stuff pull you down so much. Turn your idea into reality. You reach the unreachable. You enter that area of spiritual manifestation where your ability to manifest positive changes in your reality becomes even stronger and more obvious. That's what this is saying. So that's what I'm getting from these cards. Now we're going to look at the book, which means I've got to take my hand off the back of my neck. Oh, it was feeling so good. Okay, here we go. Express your emotions. Like I said, the cards are in here by title in alphabetical order. They are not numbered. So here we have express your emotions, speak from your heart, and be free. Okay, it starts off. Ask yourself, how many times have you suppressed your hurt feelings for fear that being honest about your emotions might upset the person causing the pain? Oh, Lordy, I can't even count that high, can you? How often have you been quiet because you thought the person would somehow find a way to invalidate your feelings by claiming that they didn't mean to hurt you? Oh, yeah. Or how frequently have you guarded your deeper emotions because you thought people might call you too sensitive or needy? Yep. Oftentimes, hurt feelings indicate an emotional need that is not being met. Wounded emotions can become a catalyst for quiet resentment that could lead to ending a relationship. That's that festering I mentioned. Reveal what you are keeping inside without feeling embarrassed or fearing that you might be scorned or ridiculed. Honor your emotions by speaking up about them. Don't let disgracing your soul be a choice in your life. Expressing your emotions to others helps you to have clearer communication and maintain healthy relationships with the people you love the most. You'll feel overwhelming relief after you've been completely transparent and willing to share your feelings. Know that though it is best to speak up about a hurtful experience as soon as it happens, it's never too late to bring it up at a later time. In the long run, speaking up for yourself might be the most beneficial response for everyone involved. And the mantra or the affirmation that goes with this card, I honor my emotions through honest conversation and healthy vulnerability. Wow. You see, I'm telling you, the images, the way the cards are written up, it's just a great oracle deck, really is. Then we have Reach the Unreachable. Turn your idea into reality. I almost turned directly to it. I was only one page off. Wow. All right, here we go. Converting an idea into reality is not as difficult as we sometimes think. Many people have found that their whole lives changed by a single great idea. We need to use our imagination, experiment with the idea frequently, and be able to adapt in case we fail. When there is a strong desire to follow our idea, we put our love into it and keep working toward achieving it. The power that helps us to stand strong in the face of challenges is endurance. We can eventually turn our ideas into reality through faith and determination. There is something inside of you that wants to be birthed. It might be a great idea that you've been putting aside because you think it's too difficult. Or perhaps it is what others tell you you can, let me reread that because it's important. Or perhaps it is what others tell you cannot be done. Yeah, think about that. How many times have you had what you believe to be a great idea and someone in your life tells you, oh, you'd never manage that? Or how in the world would you ever do that? It just takes the wind right out of your sails, doesn't it? Yeah, don't let people do that to you. The power that you hold within is awe-inspiring. You are connected to the wellspring of all energies. Now is the time to tap into your inherited power and realize your idea. Take a chance on your own drive, ambition, and unique capabilities. You don't need to try to figure things out rationally. Thoughts distract. Faith inspires, and feelings empower. That's a powerful sentence. Thoughts distract, faith inspires, and feelings empower. That's awesome. Recreate a new version of yourself who is capable of rising above the belief in your limitations. Every step you take will show you the clue for the next step along the way. Trust yourself, access your true power, and decide to follow the signs that could turn your idea into reality. You will succeed. And the mantra or affirmation, I am determined to turn my idea into reality, no matter how challenging the journey becomes. That was the lesson. Don't let others pull us down. Don't let the way the world is now to pull us down. Optimism. Choose trust over cynicism. Here it is. Excuse me while I take a drink of water. All right. What happens in the passage of our life is very much affected by how we see it. Sorry for that. If you heard that little noise, that was my throat. We can choose to see the world as full of opportunity or empty of any positive possibilities. When we view life with a hopeful attitude, we will have a better chance of experiencing joy and peace. We will feel more at ease in believing that love can provide us with the coping skills to transform any hardship. By having faith and trust in life, we can surrender to the truth of our deeper nature to help us handle stressful situations as they arise. Being optimistic is something we can learn and choose. The trick is to discover purpose and meaning in work and life. When you work and live with a real sense of purpose, you will feel more fulfilled and better prepared to see what happens in a more positive way. Living this beautiful revelation will help you to discover that the world is full of opportunity. It is far too easy to fall into doubt and assume the worst will happen. When you have faith that your life is truly being guided, you can take the journey consciously and confidently. The presence of pure love caresses your thoughts and anoints your vision. Your fears and clouds of doubt dissipate, and a guiding light shines upon the dark places that appear along the way. Remember, it is the bright and cheerful spirit that brings the optimism that can help you find ultimate peace. The more you achieve an optimistic and trusting attitude, the more affirmative you are bound to feel about your life. The mantra or affirmation is, I am optimistic and have full confidence in everything that I do. Wow, that's a powerful affirmation. So there you have it. This has been the Soul's Journey Oracle by Rasuli. Beautiful deck. extremely high quality cards. I don't typically rate decks with stars. I'm going to start doing that. I give this one a 5 out of 5 stars. If you're interested in ordering it, I always include the Amazon affiliate link in the description below the video. I am not affiliated in any way with US Games. I wish I was. Hello, US Games, if you're watching this. But there you go. Like I said, I purchased this with my own money. And I'm telling you, every reading I've had with this has been so right on. It's just been wild. It's been wild and so helpful. So I thank you all for watching. If you've liked this video, please remember to give it that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. My analytics show me 68% of my viewers are not subscribed. And subscribing is free, remember? I would appreciate it. This is Nefer Khepri, the Cozy Intuitive Creative, and as always, I am wishing you a very blessed day ahead.